Rainmaker just raised $25 million to control the weather and make it rain.
Literally. Because business models are like water. You gotta let them flow.
Now, Yetis, Jack and I would like to introduce you to a young man named Augustus Dorico.
This guy's definitely going to heaven.
Because he may be the most religiously trained human being we have ever heard of.
He studied under a Catholic priest, a Jewish Orthodox rabbi, a Sunni imam, and a Buddhist monk.
This guy isn't just close to God. He may think he is God because his startup controls the weather.
It's called Rainmaker.
They
use cloud seeding technology that sounds very exciting because they fly a drone up into a cloud and cause that cloud to rain.
Yeah, and Jack and I should sprinkle on some context here. Some clouds don't rain.
And that's a shame if you really need it to rain.
Because also clouds, they get in the way of the sun. So if you're going to be there, you may as well rain a little bit.
Agreed. So cloud seeding basically sprinkles chemicals right up in those clouds to condense the moisture.
And that causes water in the cloud to become so heavy that it falls out of the cloud as rain or snow.
And this founder, Augustus Dorico, he was actually a Thiel fellow. So he was paid $100,000 by the billionaire Peter Thiel to drop out of college and get into entrepreneurship.
And this is the news. Rainmaker has now raised over $30 million.
So they're making it rain both ways.
This is a deluge on demand startup.
But get this, Yetis. Rainmaking? Like kind of playing God? It's actually one of the oldest technologies we cover on the show.
And this is what Jack and I find fascinating. Despite being one of the oldest technologies, it still is not fully commercialized.
Rainmaking was invented in 1946. After World War II in Schenectady, New York.
Lovely Schenectady, where my dad is from.
And the inventor of cloud seeding, which is what it's technically called, is the brother of Kurt Vonnegut, the incredible author.
So add it all up, and we humans have had the ability, the technology to control the rain longer than we've had the technologies of the internet, the personal computer, or the Pop-Tart.
The New York Times wrote about cloud seeding 53 years ago with this headline: "The U.S. is using rainmaking as a weapon."
That's right, Jack. The Vietnam War, apparently we were secretly seeding clouds over North Vietnam.
To try to give our soldiers the advantage, although I think that backfired.
Well, today, China's government happens to be the largest cloud seeding operation on planet Earth.
And it's actually controlled by the government. It's like a government service.
It's the people's rain clouds over there.
So it's wild. This technology is basically unchanged for 80 years. And yet you don't hear of many cloud seeding businesses around.
That's right. Rainmaker is basically using the same chemical to make the clouds rain. They're using silver iodide.
The big difference with this startup is that they use drones.
Right.
So they can more specifically target a cloud more efficiently.
Also, they're using radar advancements to better predict where the clouds are actually moving to.
The result? Making rain is now more economically viable.
Rainmaker actually charges $50 an hour per cloud to make it rain.
So if Farmer Dan badly needs rain, Rainmaker will make sure no cloud goes wasted.
A business model that Jack and I call MAAS, M-A-A-S, Monsoons as a Service.
And that leads to our takeaway.
So Jack, what's the takeaway for our buddies over at Rainmaker?
Business models are like water. You gotta let them flow.
So Yetis, on the Rainmaker website, they actually say their customers are farmers, because their rain helps save a soybean harvest.
But there's a number of ways that rain on demand can be commercialized.
Jack and I were brainstorming this. On the entertainment side, Hollywood, movies, they use weather for filming opportunities.
Hospitality. The ski industry could use artificial natural snow to extend the season by a full month.
And Jack, not to get dark here, but remember what we just said about Vietnam, right?
Yeah, the DoD could become a customer of Rainmaker.
And eventually, Rainmaker could have a B2C business. They could start selling these clouds to consumers.
Slip and slide party, no hose needed.
What better party trick? Jack, one day you and I are going to go to a gender reveal that involves a cloud of rain coming out of it. And honestly, every rapper would buy this for a music video. Ludacris dropping $50K on Rainmaker.
For now, Rainmaker is early. They're focused on farmers.
But like water, you gotta let the business model flow.